Hello everyone, this is CNIO, and I have my second box of Theros to open for you guys right now. Just opened my first and some extra packs in the pre-release. Got some spicy stuff so far. No Thoughtseizes in the last box, but I managed to get two from my pre-release stuff, one normal and one awesome little foil Thoughtseize right there. Oh, I love it. But anyway, on to stuff that you guys actually care about more or less, I hope. We got ourselves a nice box of Theros right here. I've only gotten one Magma Jet in all my packs so far, which is honestly all I need, but still it'd be cool to see more of the commons and uncommons that are, you know, good. Anyway, let's just get right to this. I don't know if you guys like seeing the commons or not, but I've been skipping them for my videos so far, and I will continue with that. Oh, there's a Magma Jet right to start things off. It's the kind of thing I like to be seeing. And then Rescue from the Underworld, Spellheart Chimera, Steam Aubrey. I've gotten a lot of those. Foil Boulder Fall, which is actually not a terrible foil. Not maybe a terrible card, but it's beside the point here. It's all about shiny. If it's playable or shiny, I like it. That's all I ask. Oh. And it's too much, but Thoughtseize is both. And there we go. The Ordeal of Perforos. Perforos. Ordeal of Thassa. Coordinated Assault. Temple of Triumph. There we go. I like those duels. Doesn't really matter if they're good or not. They're in standard and they're a dual land. It's at the rare slot. They're nice to pull. Although these I actually do like. They're slowing stuff down a bit, and that's not all a bad thing. Yep, there we go. Horizon Scholar. Getting better at going right to the uncommons. Anvil Rot Raptor. Witch's Eye, Artisan of Forms. I've pulled a embarrassingly high amount of those so far. Got no foils again, it's fine. Horizon Scholar, Chronicler of Heroes, Triton, Fortune Hunter. And Underworld Cerberus is our first mythic for this box, which is a touch disappointing, but, you know, the packs giveth and the packs taketh. Let's just keep on going here. It's that limited bomb I really wish wasn't a common for the purposes of sealed and drafting. Just messes things up. Gainsay, that's an interesting choice to print. Stone Shock Giant, Satyr Piper. And another Ember Swallower. Well, first for this pack. And that's a bit disappointing so far, but you know. Sol's Darkest Before the Dawn. Although, if you want to see the sunrise, it's going to get lighter first. And let's see. Might be a foil in this one. Phalanx Leader. Decorated Griffin. Fanatic of Mogus. And Shipbreaker Kraken, no foil. Man, that was a bit disappointing. Not gonna sugarcoat things. But you know, if you buy boxes, that's what you get. You get a lot of crap, which is perfectly fine because I actually need a lot of commons and uncommons for various reasons as well. But, there you go. We got ourselves a Dissolve, great uncommon. Arena Athlete, Sealock Monster. Stormbreath Dragon, there we go, there's a chase mythic, and I'm quite happy to see that. A foil Lost in the Labyrinth. Alright, so our second mythic is more of a hit, much more of a hit than the first one. Which isn't hard, but you know, pulled the Gorgon in my last box, which is a bit disappointing. I don't like that card. It's too for a mythic for me. Tormented Hero is our first uncommon, followed by Vanquish the Foul, Dauntless Onslaught. And picks this Pandemonium. Awesome. Nothing like that. Those filler rares. Some people say that's good in EDH. I play a lot of EDH, and honestly, I don't like it. It's too slow, too vulnerable. They're both tap abilities. This seems kind of Helioid's Emissaries, our first uncommon, followed by Sealock Monster, Evangel of Helioid. And Hero's Downfall. It's my second one of those, which is actually good. I'm looking for 3, first from this box, obviously. Sorry, I shouldn't say stuff like that. I might confuse unnecessarily. There we go. Lightning Strike. Not too many of those either. Those and Magma Jets. They seem to be not too much in print in those. Centaur Battlemaster. Keepsake Gorgon. Triton, Fortune Hunter. And Daxus of Meletis. Second one of those I pulled. Foil Flamecast Wheel. Not a good card, but, you know, shiny. That's what they like to do often for commons. They make common cards that are artifacts that can do stuff that usually only one color can do. We've got our Ordeal Thassa, Mogus Marauder, Flamecast Wheel, Agent of Fates. Certainly not the worst card I could be pulling out of here. Not going to be complaining. Complain if I got all those, but it's a different point. I do like Read the Bones, not gonna lie. That's a very flavorful card. Crow and Hoplite, Nail is Emissary. Favorite Hoplite. There we go, Thoughtseize. Now that's what we're looking for. That is my third Thoughtseize. Now I need one more and I can actually play stuff. It's great, it's great. Alright. Of course, I guess I could just turn my shiny one I pulled into normal, but what's the fun in that? Then you lose a foil Thoughtseize. I'll probably end up doing it anyway, but you know, details. Alright, we got our Horizon Chimera, Ordeal Helioid, Airboros Emissary, and Meletis Charlatan. I already have one of those from my other box. I am definitely looking for a total of one, but I'd prefer it to be foil. It's great in blue, take extra turn commander decks, right? Look, Time Stretch should say take 4 extra turns. That seems fair. Yep, there we go. Sea God's Revenge. That thing is rather ridiculous and limited. Battle-wise, Hoplite, Nile's Emissary, and Psychic Intrusion. They foil Fade into Antiquity. Nice limited card, but not too much for constructed. We've got our next pack here. More Magma Jets. That's what we like to see. Let's take those best uncommon in the sets. Anvil Rot Raptor, Airboros Emissary, and Hammer Perforos. Not the worst of the weapons. I don't know. Actually, might be. But for Commander, that creatures you control have haste. So always makes cards that otherwise are mediocre quite playable. So its static ability might be the best, I suppose. I'm not as big a fan of the bow as other people seem to be. Artisan's Sorrow, Mogus Marauder, Flame Speaker Adept, Colossus of Akros, and a foil Horizon Scholar. Well, you know, foils are foils. Still looking for some sort of sick foil in here. I wouldn't mind that. Fade into Antiquities, details. Horizon Chimera, sorry about that. Century of the Underworld, Dark Betrayal, Labyrinth Champion. It's the first I've seen of that card. It's not the best, but you know, you get some fillers, and it's like Agent of Fates. It's just a quality filler card. Is all it is. And sometimes that's what you have to take. Sea God's Revenge, Fanatic of Mogus, Prowler's Helm. And Niall, God of the Hunt, my second one of those, first for this box, obviously. But, you know, it's a great limited card, but I don't know if it'll see much play outside of that. Because you need to be it really needs to be a creature. That other creatures have trample, I suppose it helps with all those Hydras in Standard right now, but... Here we go. Ordeal of Airboros, Krugama Warcaller, Insatiable Harpy, and Metamai the Ageless. Well, it's mediocre mythic. I mean, even in Commander. I don't know if there's any convoluted extra turn combos with this, but I prefer... There are plenty of non-convoluted extra turn combos you can go with. If you're going to go with convoluted and extra turn combos, I prefer Kozilek, Vulture of Truth, Shuffle Effects. Makes it quite interesting. But anyway, I'm sidetracking. And we got our Battle-Wise Hoplites, Warrior's Lesson, Cutthroat Maneuver, and Celestial Archon. You know, that's great and limited, obviously, but not all of it'll see play outside of. Being a intro pack card always gives cards bad reputations and lowers their price, so never too happy to see one of those, unless it's something crazy like a foil miscut, but when does that happen? And we got our Helioid's Emissary, Dauntless Onslaught, Flamespeaker Adept, Gift of Immortality. Yeah, I'm not as on that I'm not as on that card as most people are, unfortunately. Yeah, there are convoluted stuff you can do with it, but if you try hard enough, there's stuff for everything. Kagama Warcaller, Sentry of the Underworld, Cutthroat Maneuver, Chain to the Rocks. It's an okay card, might see play. Yeah, you can cast it on turn 1 if you use Sacred Foundry or whatnot, but let's be honest, do you really want to cast Path to Exile on turn 1 in Standard? Or not Path to Exile, sorry, I guess it's closer to Swords to Plowshares, but, you know, whatever. Looks like we might have a foil here. Ordeal of Perforos is our first uncommon. Tormented Hero is our second. Airboros Emissary. And then another Prophet of Krufix. I've gotten those a lot recently. Sip of Hemlock is the foil. Rather mediocre, but it takes what you get. On these parts and any parts. So again, if you want specific cards, you're much better off just buying them, but there's a lot of stuff I need, and I love trading, so. We got our Chronicler of Heroes here. Dissolve. Warrior's Lesson. Temple of Silence. I do like the temples, and that is actually in the color combination that I'm looking to acquire them. Because my standard deck, this for now, will be black, white, green. So I'm looking forward to trying that out as soon as Standard starts up again. Peak Eruption. Ordeal of Niella. Thassos Emissary. We got a Reaper of the Wilds. I'm interested to see how this card turns out. I might sideboard it in Standard. Got a nice foil mountain here. Never one to diss foil basics. Got a cube and EDH decks I can stick them in. Or if I play the color in Standard, actually need basics again. Feels strange. Then we got our first uncommon is Vanquish the Foul, Triton Tactics, Insatiable Harpy, and ooh, there we go, Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. One moment.